Hi, my name is Vanessa Lech. I'm a licensed clinical social worker in North Carolina, and today's video is going to be about the horror stories, people that fail, basically the Association of Social Work Board National Social Work exams at the master's level. So when I was going through and I was preparing for these exams, I heard a number of stories about people failing and people having difficulty passing. I heard that it was kind of a general issue from one of my professors of people having a really hard time passing. I heard from one of my clinical supervisors the same thing, that they had a really hard time. It seemed like the general trend was that a lot of people had an easy time getting the hours for licensure, which was not my case. I was in a very different situation, long story. But well, let me rewind. So actually, I obtained more hours than needed to get licensed, but many of my hours were not counted. And that's a long story, but it had to do with basically being moving between a couple of different states and these boards not recognizing work done in another state, essentially. Long story short. So that was my issue. But with the licensing exams, I was told by many people that the hours were the easy part for people and the exam was the hard part. And I would hear again and again about how people would do their hours and then go to take the exam and could not pass the exam and therefore could not get licensed. So, what a monumental waste of time, let's be honest, to go through that much time and energy investment, and you're being paid at a lesser rate, a lesser level. A lot of people are paying out of pocket for all the supervision, and then you're not even able to pass the test and get the license that you've been pursuing for years now. That's a nightmare. So I'd heard about this happening at this worst employer I ever had, by the way. And that one person basically, that's exactly the scenario that happened. And that they not only failed it, but that they retook it several times and were unable to pass it. And I don't know if there was a limit in that state. That was New Mexico, so I'm not really sure if there was a limit or not. Now, on the other state, North Carolina, I was in, I knew someone who had there were some people I knew that just got really lucky. They had really great employer situations set up for them, essentially. I was not one of those people. They had really cushy jobs, really nice working arrangements, really great work life balance, just everything was really good for them. Perfect, couldn't be better. But this one person I knew in particular, they could not pass the clinical exam in North Carolina at all. They tried and they tried. And I don't know how many times they tried, but I just remember thinking that the amount of money and paperwork, in my opinion, that it takes to just take it one time is quite a lot. So taking it multiple times and having to redo the paperwork and pay the money and the fees. And I was traveling from a rural area, and were a lot of people. And so then you have, I remember I think I drove more than an hour to get to my testing site back then. And so it was just truly a dreadful experience. To go through that multiple times. Fortunately, I passed the first time out the gate, both the clinical and master's program test, ASWB national exam in both states I was in, that I practiced in, which was North Carolina and New Mexico. So just a little bit about that. Feel free to share any kind of stories that you've heard. Make sure, of course, that you're not sharing confidential information about anyone, of course. All right, that's it for this video. Check out my other videos. I have a series about this topic, about the ASWB exams, and also on the general topic of being new in the field of social work and things that pertain to that, which is a treasure trove of information. All right, wish you all the best. Bye.